Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we begin today here at the noon hour with a weather impact alert. Snow is in the forecast. Of course, this is just as people are beginning to travel for the Thanksgiving weekend. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick is tracking our actual snow chances. Thomas, so many people are set to head out maybe later today and tomorrow and Wednesday. What do you know?
Yeah, and actually that's part of the context for this weather impact alert day, Laura. It's that this is such a busy travel week leading into Thanksgiving that any kind of snow disruption is only amplified. And that was actually a real consideration in calling for this weather impact alert day for Wednesday. That morning specifically is most likely where the snow, albeit a slushy snow, is going to impact travelers, whether for the last commute of the work week or just bigger travel plans altogether. I'll give you a snapshot. This is what I saw first thing this morning. This is for Tuesday night, and this is widespread snowfall. This made my eyes pop. I said, okay, this might be a big event. A little more bark than bite, though, because of the slushy snow. It might feel a lot more watery and wet than actually snowy and icy. So our snow totals are not very high. We're probably less than one total inch of snow. Nonetheless, a slushy scenario would be kind of slippery nonetheless. So we're eyeing that out. We'll have more information on that in a bit. For now, you're probably hearing a bit of wind from my microphone. Basically, a cold front passed through at around 3-4 this morning. Yes, we've got some sunshine, but the winds do remain a bit gusty here today. Wind gusts at around 30 miles per hour. So a blustery and kind of cool day, but at least the sun shines out for now, giving us some, I guess, kind of calm weather before we get to that snowy forecast for Tuesday night.
All right, this is developing here at noon. In the last few hours, we have learned more details about a house fire that killed an 11-year-old boy in northwest Spokane. The fire started overnight on West Roan Avenue, just east of the Dwight Merkle Sports Complex. Firefighters now say they believe the fire started in the basement of the home. The boy who died was sharing a bedroom in the basement with his grandma. She made it to the top floor and then was helped out by firefighters. However, she was not able to find the boy, and 2 dogs and a cat also died in that fire. Firefighters are still investigating what started it. And we are learning more about a hostage situation in West Central Spokane last night. Spokane police say they took a man into custody, suspected of firing multiple shots and taking a woman hostage. It happened in the area of Maple and Boone. Police say the woman was injured but is expected to be okay.
Police received a call from an apartment complex that there was a male inside one of the apartments firing a weapon. So to have this situation where the firearm had already been fired multiple times, to have a safe resolution is just commendable to the amount of training and effort that goes into our law enforcement.
Police say the suspect is a convicted felon and is not legally allowed to have a gun. Coming in new at noon, a federal judge has ordered the criminal charges against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney Letitia James to be dismissed. The judge found that the interim U.S. attorney who secured their indictments was unlawfully appointed to the role. Comey was charged with lying to Congress, while James faced 2 federal financial charges. Both have claimed the cases were motivated by President Trump's efforts to punish his political enemies. The Justice Department is likely to appeal that decision. And Spokane City Council could vote on a new budget tonight as the city is dealing with a $13 million budget deficit. The council will discuss the mayor's proposal. This includes eliminating nearly 20 positions in order to save money. Before approving the budget, the council will consider some amendments as well. Those include increasing library funding, adding a public defender position, and cutting funding for the city council office. And as the city looks to close that budget gap, the council could also vote tonight on a commercial parking tax. The ordinance would raise parking taxes by 12% for surface lots and 6% for garages. The city says revenue would fund transportation and safety improvements.
This is one of those sources of funding that will enable us to keep moving forward with our street projects that we have planned, but also with just that basic upkeep, potholes, snow plowing, etc. With the cost of inflation and with no additional funds in sight, we're definitely facing cuts to those essential services. So this will allow us to not make those cuts.
The tax would be new for Spokane, but many other cities already have parking taxes. City Council is also looking at a ban on using pricing software that could lead to rent price fixing. The proposal would update several parts of the city's rental code. So we'll keep you updated on what happens at the City Council meeting. Also coming in new today, new traffic safety cameras are now operating at the intersection of East Mission Avenue and North Green Street. That intersection is one of Spokane's busiest, and it has seen 18 crashes since 2023. For the next month, violators will receive warnings, and then after that, red light runners will get a $145 ticket. Traffic safety cameras will also soon go up near Shadle Park High School, Shaw Middle School, and at the intersection of North Division East and East Magnesium Road. All right. If you're going to be driving this Thanksgiving, you can certainly expect a whole lot of company. We talked with AAA about when they expect to see the most traffic out there on the roads.
Yeah, so it's shaping up to be a very busy Thanksgiving this year. We are expecting over 81 million Americans to travel this holiday. That's a 2% increase from last year. And also 90% of those travelers across the country will be getting to their destination by car. So we can certainly expect heavier traffic on the road. So historically, it's actually the Tuesday before Thanksgiving that is the busiest.
Oh,
and
wow.
then also the Sunday following Thanksgiving. So if you want a smoother travel, you might want to consider leaving on Monday or the weekend. And on that return trip, think about leaving on Black Friday or Saturday.